Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of League of Nonsense. My name is Aaron Jeffus, and I am here today with my friend Braden Mater, aka Airbender2727. Say hi, Braden.
Hello.
So today we are going to talk about the LCS, or the League Championship Series, which is basically like the competitive scene of League of Legends.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
With the quarantine going on around us and everything like that, not many people are able to do sports. But with the League of Legends Championship Series, or the LCS as we call it, it's starting to take over and have more attention. Like the other day, it was on Sports Center or ESPN. I watched it on there because since they can't have bigger gatherings than that, than 50 people, and that the LCS or League can be played online, it takes up a good time and it gives people the entertainment that they need.
Do you know how recently they started doing it on ESPN?
I know since the finals was this last weekend, they were hosting the finals last weekend on it. But I do not know how as of recently. I know that as of a couple weeks ago, they had to resort to online play through the LCS.
Karthus is getting...
I see him. Anyway,
Okay.
The LCS though is like we said earlier, is the pro of this game. So you're gonna have the pro players.
Sorry.
That's fine. Which is they're the best at this game, or they're the best at their selective roles. There's the roles that we talked about in the last episode, which is the top lane, the jungle, the mid, and the AD carry and support.
Yeah, we're back in the support and AD carry role
Yes.
again today.
So
and we are actually playing a couple of skins that are related to pro teams who have won in the past.
yes, I am playing SKT1 Callista, which is a Korean team which had won back in 2015. And Jeffy is playing TPA Shen, which is a team that won back in 2012.
Yeah. Basically, whenever a team wins the LCS, the finals, they get to have skins made for them. And they get to choose kind of the design, the approach that they want, I believe, correct?
Yeah, they get to choose the design, the champion, and they get to choose how they want it, what the coloration is, and how they want the design to look.
And I don't know, probably on yours for sure, but they've started more recently including for different animations based on what the pro players actually have done themselves.
Yes, they want the skins to be more like the pro players. They want the pro players to have more influence on the skins. So now they add their names of the players that won the worlds, won worlds through with the team. And now they add the recalls. They have the players act out what they want their recalls to look like, so it gives them their own personality to the skin.
Yeah. I don't believe mine has one like that.
No. They only started doing it as recently as 2016 was, like, I think the first year that they did it.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a long time since that skin came out, and a lot has changed with it.
Yeah, they've definitely gotten more unique as
Yeah.
time has gone on.
And basically, each region, for the LCS anyway, have their own set of teams. Each region has like 10 teams. And they play a split, which in summer and at spring, to see who will make their appearance at the World's Tournament, which begins in October and ends in November. The World's Tournament is where three best teams from each region will travel and play internationally against the other teams. I know that each split is made up of it's like each team plays each other twice, and they play best of ones, which means you get a one game and you're done. But they play each team twice, and we're getting ganked by an Ivern.
So a split, is that basically just like a half of the season, kind of?
It is, yeah. So basically, their seasons are, the spring split is half a season, then they go to MSI, which they have a tournament of the best teams that won each of their leagues.
Oh, I didn't realize you were gonna still go in. I'm just gonna go away.
Yeah, I still got him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
I got him. I put enough spears into him and rend him. You're good.
I'm dead.
No,
Oh,
you're not.
am I?
Yeah, you're good. Oh, no, you're not?
No.
How did Ignite last so long? Anyway.
Do I get a shield from any ability?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
okay.
whatever ability you use.
I thought it was just Q.
And so, basically, yeah, like I was saying earlier, each team plays each other's twice to have a chance, and then the top 6 teams that are the highest in the standings will go to playoffs, which is a best of 5 playoffs, which means you have to win 3 games to win and move on in the bracket. And usually it'll be taking place in certain parts of each region. So, like, I know for North America, they used to do it, well, for the LCS in North America, they have their own little, like, stadium that they have, and it's in California, where they will have they will have the teams compete against each other in front of a live audience, usually. And then but this year, since the coronavirus happened, they have had to been forced to go online to play their games.
I see. Is everybody in the LCS pretty much Challenger?
Yes, most of them are Challenger. There's a few that are not Challenger. But Challenger is what we're speaking of, is the highest ranked. In this game, there is a bunch of... there's a rank system, which you start out in now Iron, and you work your way up through the...
You don't necessarily start out there either. It just depends how...
good you play and how good your team is.
Yeah.
But the ranking system goes to Challenger, which is not Challenger. Challenger is the highest. Then it goes down to Grandmaster, then to Master, then to Diamond, Platinum, Gold, Silver, Bronze, and Iron. Those are the rank ladders, which winning ranked games will help you get you LP and boost your rank system up. Or boost your rank up.
We have our Arcarthus here if we want.
Yeah, I see him. I mean, we can try to do something here. I'm going to try to get hooked here and see if he'll go in. Yep, there we go.
Okay, yeah, I popped my exhaust pretty late.
That's fine.
I'll
We're
take
good.
it.
I was like, we're good.
Okay.
I was like, just trade around the damage. Yeah, we're good.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to ranked, Braden plays a lot more rank than I do, for sure. I don't know your current rank.
I am Platinum 4, which I'm up there in the higher ELO category anyway. To be eligible for the LCS, you have to be at least Diamond, which is one above where I am currently at.
Yasuo, right here.
He's down here? The heck?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have ult.
There's an
just
Ivern.
in case you get low.
He's gonna try to go on someone. You're good also. I have you protected.
Yeah, I am, like I said, ranked. Ray Braden plays a lot more ranked than me. I am currently in silver.
Oh gosh, I'm dead. I think you actually body blocked me.
Did I really?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Didn't mean to.
That's right. So how the LCS works is it just works like, you know, any big sports organization. There's these organizations that own a team. I know that the Golden Guardians, one of the LCS teams, is owned by the Golden State Warriors. And they hire all the coaches, they hire the general managers, they have to get okayed by the coaches have to get okayed by the organization's owner to get these certain players. And the players, just like in the NFL or any of the big sports organizations, get paid to play. And it's not easy because you have a tough schedule. You practice against other LCS teams for like 8 hours a day, and then you have to go and play solo queue, which is grinding ranked basically for the rest of the day, and then you have your team scrim or your team video casting, which you watch.
Okay, he's coming down.
I was like, yeah, we'll just take this and then go. Which is you basically watch how other teams are playing, and you either try to mimic it or try to come up with your own play style on how to beat it and everything. He's back.
So I'll take the hook if.
Wow, I was like, if anything, we'll just go on Jin if Nautilus comes in too early. Because I got it.
Yeah, I didn't know that they spent that much time. Like,
yeah, they spend a lot of time. They usually have, like, I know for the Cloud9 organization, which is what has been one of the oldest teams that has ever been in the LCS. They started back when the LCS was first started in 2013. They're one of the longest living organizations, along with TSM or Team Solo Mid. And how the LCS works now is if a organization doesn't like or if your team's not winning in the LCS, you can get bought out by other organizations, and you can get rebranded as a different team. That's happened quite a bit over the years, so it's never the same teams over and over again. And every year it's just like with football, you can trade each player has their contracts. They have certain money that they're promised. And so each of them can get traded. If they don't like the team that they're on, they can request to get traded and see what other teams are open for them. But they're not guaranteed it.
Yeah, I didn't really know about the whole rebranding thing, actually.
Yeah, it used to be how they did it back in like, crap. How they did it back in like 2000 and, crap. Oh, there's Darius down here. We're dead. Oh. Yeah, I'm dead.
I'm just gonna try to live.
Yeah, just try to get out if you can. No, you didn't.
Okay.
That's unlucky. So then, yeah, like I said, the Golden State Warriors, they put money into their team. Some organizations have multiple different teams, or have multiple like esports teams, because I know that some teams have a CS:GO team, and everything, but the LCS or the League of Legends teams are the ones that are most widely known because this is one of the world this is one of the games that is known worldwide.
I'm gonna go teleport to Zed real
You're
quick.
allowed to.
Okay, that didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
An enemy is dominating.
And so then, I know that some players are historic as the teams. Like, some of them won't leave. They won't leave. And some of them are just too good to keep, so some players must get cut.
A summoner has disconnected.
Each
That's
team has an academy team, which is basically their like, so the MLB or Major League Baseball, they have their actual like MLB team, and then they have their the lower team. I can't remember what the heck it's called, but they have the lower region of teams where they have the players that are not on the starting roster, but they can train up and have them on build them up as a better player. I tried to jump that wall and I did not.
Understandable.
So then, yeah, the split has, or the splits are made up in the spring and summer. So once you're finished with the spring, you go through your regular season, then you go into playoffs, and then if you make it to the LCS finals, they call it, which is...
Okay.
I was just getting you out.
You just going that way?
I'm just going to go this way.
Okay.
And so then, yeah, once you get that to make it to the LCS finals, you have a chance to hoist the LCS trophy, or each team does, which gives you a banner in their stadium in California. And then for the spring split, they have the mid-season invitational, which is MSI, we call it, which you go to different countries because each region has their own teams. So you go to the different country and play the top team that won their region. Oh, Lord.
Oh my. That was
Yeah,
a
I
really good
know.
hook.
Where's our team? Do we have one?
I don't know.
An enemy is
Oh. I couldn't even rinse stack.
Kind of related to what you said about the whole rebranding thing. I noticed earlier today when I looked up the teams that were going on, there
Yeah.
were a lot that I didn't recognize anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that have changed throughout the years. There's only a select few that have stayed, like, since the beginning. That's Cloud9, TSM, CLG. They've all stayed pretty much every season.
destroyed. We remain.
And haven't really been able to. Well, most of them has found success in their game, in their teams that they build.
Nice.
And so then they don't have to rebrand because, you know, their organization makes a lot of money. If you win the LCS, your team gets paid. Like, there's like a winners buy, or like a winner's check for it. I don't remember how much it is at the beginning
I
of
just
it.
looked it up earlier. I think it was, I want to say, I can look it up again real quick here actually.
I know the Worlds one, you get $1 million if you win Worlds. I know that's what that is. You get that, and then you get to make your own skin. Or, well, your team gets their own skins that other people can buy. Like right now, we are playing skins that somebody else, the winners of Worlds, have made. But
The spring playoffs prize pool is $200,000.
$200,000 for that, and then I'm pretty sure each organization has like their own merch and everything, like merchandise, like hoodies and jerseys and things like that they have. And most of the big organizations make their money by having their merch sold. So I know that that's how the LCS pays for a lot of their things, and then selling tickets to the live to watch the players play live.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite team of your own?
I like
point?
Cloud9, the North American. They're the North American team. I've watched them ever since I've started playing League. That's how I've gotten better at it, is by watching them play. And to that, they just won this. They just won this season's spring LCS finals. They just won this a couple weeks ago, which means that they hoisted the trophy and they get to have a banner made for them. They would have gotten to play at MSI, the Midseason Invitational, against other teams, but since they could not, or since the coronavirus happened and you can't have the big organizations of it now, or the big gatherings, they decided to cancel that this year. And so we will have to see what the predicament is on it next, or we'll have to see what Riot Games themselves, the ones that put this that puts this on each year. They'll have to see what they decide to do with how Worlds and how the next split's gonna go, the summer split.
I don't have E.
That's
one
fine.
of the things, if I remember correctly. A lot of the members of the teams have kind of like their own YouTube as well, maybe, or no?
Yeah,
or is it
so
just some?
the LCS, how most people, so like, since it's an up and coming deal, it's not a giant thing just yet that everybody spends money for, and so then they decided to, or how some players make a little bit of extra money is they stream and they have YouTube accounts. I think I'm dead either way. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, you should just fine.
Yeah, I should have. Okay. Either way. So yeah, some of them stream and they have their own YouTube accounts. That's how they help pay for stuff. And each team in the LCS have their own houses that they have. They have like a team house that all the players stay in while they're in the middle of a split or that. And they pay for all their necessities, like their food and everything. Yeah.
I see. Well, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate loss.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick one, too. Anyways, we should probably wrap it up there for today.
Yeah.
Since it was just a quicker game than we expected.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all for this episode of League of Nonsense, and we hope to see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.